Namaskar and a very warm welcome to the 33rd Founders Day of the Sri Ram School Moulsari, a time for us to reminisce, reflect and rejoice in our achievements and reach further towards our future goals.
Namaste. This is especially significant for it is our roots, our foundation and our ethos of empathy, sensitivity and committed partnership with our parent community which have enabled us to negotiate the challenges that this unpredictable and difficult year has thrown at us, while keeping all of our students safe and providing them with as normal and immersive a school year as possible.
This year, more than ever, we wanted to highlight the gratitude that we owe to one another, the positive mindset our community has promoted in these difficult times, and the power of hope. The strength light has, to cut through the oppressive darkness and dispel it, has always been equated with positivity and is seen as the harbinger of good. To commence our celebration of hope and of gratitude, we will begin with the lighting of the lamp, followed by the school song.
तेरा मंगल होए रे सबका मंगल होए रे जिस गुरुदेव ये धर्म दिया है उनका मंगल होए रे जिस जननी ने जन्म दिया है उसका मंगल होए रे आना को सांवरा किया उस पिता का मंगल होए रे इस जगत के सब दुखियारे प्राणी का मंगल होए रे जल स्थल में और गगन में सबका मंगल होए रे अंतर मन की गांठें टूटे अंतर निर्मल होए रे तेरा मंगल होए रे सबका मंगल होए रे राग द्वेष और मोह मिट जाए शील समाधि होए रे शुद्ध धर्म धरती पर जागे पाप पराजित होए रे इस धरती के तर थे हमें कण कण में धर्म समोए रे शुद्ध धर्म जन जन में जागे घर घर में शांति समोए सबका मंगल होए रे सबका मंगल होए रे सबका मंगल होए रे सींचे पौधे प्यार से हम, फैली सद्गुण की शाखाएं, विकसित ये अभियान। बीज लगाए संस्कारों के, सींचे पौधे प्यार से हम, फैली सद्गुण की शाखाएं, विकसित ये अभियान। विद्यालय श्री राम, श्री का सुंदर आलय है और विद्यालय श्री राम। रंग बिरंगे इंद्रधनुष से फूल गिरे इस आंगन में, कला संस्कृति देश प्रेम की महक बसी हर कण कण में। मानवता से फलती तरुणी का संवेदना की छाप, सरल सरस्वती मातृभूमि पर है अपने श्री को अभिमान। चर्चा होगी युगों तक, विद्यालय श्री राम, विद्यालय श्री राम। रंग बिरंगे इंद्रधनुष से फूल गिरे इस आंगन में, कला संस्कृति देश प्रेम की महक बसी हर कण कण में। मानवता से फलती तरुणी का संवेदना की छाप, सरल सरस्वती मातृभूमि पर है अपने श्री को अभिमान। चर्चा होगी युगों तक, विद्यालय श्री राम, विद्यालय श्री राम। श्री का सुंदर आलय है और विद्यालय श्री राम, श्री का सुंदर आलय है और विद्यालय श्री राम, विद्यालय श्री राम, विद्यालय श्री राम।
May I now request our principal, Manisha ma'am, to kindly address the gathering.
Namaskar, Mr. Arun Bharatramji, our joint vice chairpersons, Mrs. Vasvi Bharatram and Mrs. Radhika Bharatram, our director Manika Sharma, ma'am, SMT members, parents, grandparents, colleagues, alumni, and dearest students. It gives me immense pleasure and it's my absolute honor to welcome you to the 33rd Founders Day of the Sri Ram School. It's a day when we celebrate and reconfirm our allegiance to the vision espoused by our founder, Padma Shri Mrs. Manju Bharatram, and express our gratitude for the continued guidance and support that we receive from our current chairperson, Mr. Arun Bharatramji, Vasvi ma'am, and Radhika ma'am. Thank you. It's a day to reflect on our journey and recognize how Shri educators have inculcated the core values in our students who've gone out to the world and contributed making the world a better place. It's also the time to reaffirm our faith that this nurturing of individual talent will continue and we are able to inspire our students to realize the bigger purpose so that they are happy in the truest sense of the word wherever they may be. Innovation, design thinking, solving conflict through empathy and dialogue, equipping them with STEM and IT skills to stay ahead of the curve, and lifelong learning such that knowledge is applied for the greater good will remain our focus despite any challenges. With the above aim in our hearts and minds, we work together to raise the bar and ensure our students achieve their dreams. We believe in being the wind beneath their wings, and so here's to many more years of TSRS touching lives of many more students and creating an ocean of difference in the universe. Onwards and upwards. Thank you and a happy Founders Day to all. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, Manisha ma'am, for those heartfelt words. They hold so true for us. Innovation has always been the cornerstone of all human endeavor. And at the Sri Ram School, we celebrate the creativity and enterprise of our students by acknowledging their efforts through the Innovators Awards. Might I now request our Vice Principal, Madhur ma'am, to kindly address the gathering and give away these very special awards.
A very warm namaste to everyone. There is only one true test of education, The ability of the learners to apply their understanding to surpass what was taught in the classroom, to allow their creative thinking to take wings and come up with ideas that sparkle with ingenuity, ideas that can be translated into tangible actions and its impact felt in the community that they are a part of. Instituted to inspire the students to think out of the box and develop a problem solving approach, the Innovator Award has truly created a culture of innovation at our school. Indeed, our understanding of innovation itself has expanded as the children have proven that it can be exhibited in so many diverse ways. From the very young to the senior most, each year we receive so many nominations, each of them displaying the brilliance of thinking, the desire to make a difference, and a determination to make their ideas come alive in the real world. The recipient of these awards can take pride in the fact that they have accomplished excellence and done so in a manner which is both original and commendable. These students also need a special applause for their determination and strength to innovate despite the limitations imposed by the pandemic. It is indeed my proud privilege and honor to share with you the recipients of the prestigious Innovator Awards for the academic year 2020-21. So sit back, enjoy the presentation, and applaud the achievements of our amazing innovators.
Thank you so much, Madhur ma'am. It is indeed inspiring to see so much creativity and the desire of students at our school to give back to the community. The MBR Student Icon Award is a highly discerning one and acknowledges that student who through his or her commitments and actions embodies the spirit of Shri. May I now request Manisha ma'am to give away this much coveted award.
Namaskar, and I'm back here once again for the most coveted, for the most looked up to, and the most eagerly awaited MBR Icon Student Award. Driven by a dream, dedicated, determined, and delightful, our MBR Student Icon of the Year is one who leaves behind an enduring legacy of excellence, sensitivity, and integrity, values which define our institution, values that we celebrate on Founders' Day. These are students whose very name sends ripples of respect, love, and blessings in the staff and students alike. For the one student who stood out amongst many as the exemplary student, for the batch of 2021, this student is Rasil Arora. A young woman, Rasil stood out because of the warmth of her persona, her sensitivity towards all her peers, and the spark she displayed to do daring things. Her positive and respectful attitude and eagerness for all new experiences has made her journey in TSRS filled with achievements and accolades. Rasil's impact could be clearly felt in some of the recent positions she held and projects she initiated due to her efforts as the MUN secretary and then the head of MUN Society. The MUN Society became even more vibrant and more successful. It is in her role as a mentor to juniors, the manner in which she motivated and supported and built them, that deserves special mention. Similarly, along with her peer, she has developed projects such as Girl Up and Skill Bridge, which have not only been successful in meeting the social objectives set, but more importantly in inspiring young students to also contribute and continue the program. Her strength is in her ability to excel and inspire excellence in others. Adaptable and resilient, the many ups and downs of the past year did not dampen her spirit. She has emerged as a role model for young students on how to cope with adverse circumstances without losing your focus or enthusiasm, to soldier through situations and provide comfort to others. Indeed, she lived up to the maxim, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. She's a young lady of substance, one who we feel confident is going to leave an indelible mark wherever she goes, like she did at her alma mater. Congratulations, Rasil. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Manisha ma'am. Each year, this award inspires our student community to follow in the footsteps of their seniors and do their alma mater proud. May I now request our head of HR, Ashima ma'am, to talk about the MBR Teacher Award and our very special teachers.
Namaste everyone, and a very happy Founders Day to all. Like every year, I'm here to talk about the most esteemed Manju Bharatram Educator Award. It is a form of recognition by the Bharatram family of the dedication, determination, passion, child centricity, and social consciousness displayed by the awardee. Reflecting on the pandemic year, it's been extremely difficult and challenging and even devastating for some. Not a single dry eye, not a life that wasn't touched. Somehow, this egregious experience has forced the humanity to have a completely different perspective to life. However, one thing worth mentioning is the way our Shri fraternity stood together to fight the odds. From learning the nuances of technology to holding children emotionally. From supporting each other to sail through this difficult phase to being a friend to many who needed one. The agility expressed through the wide spectrum of roles was so commendable. Summarizing the recently treaded path, we truly believe that it would be unfair to name any single one. So there will be no award this year, as you all are our superheroes who made us proud by putting your heart and soul into the welfare of the entire Shri community. As they say, that success can never be spelt without you, and without your sacrifices, perseverance, dedication and commitment to the cause, we would not have been able to achieve what we have in this twilight zone. With folded hands and full of admiration, we salute our street team and thank you for standing tall and firm. On behalf of Arun Bharatram sir, Vasvi Bharatram ma'am, and Radhika Bharatram ma'am, I express our deepest gratitude for the entire Shri fraternity and pray that you and your families stay blessed and healthy. Thank you all. God bless.
Thank you so much, Ashima ma'am. Our teachers have truly been our superheroes, and we cannot thank them enough for all that they have done and continue to do for us.
Dance has always been an expression of the soul and self. This year, in keeping with our theme of hope, our talented dancers will be presenting Rag Malhar, a beautiful compilation of Odissi, Bharatnatyam and Kathak. Through the portrayal of the monsoon season and of rain as a symbol of regeneration, this dance emanates positivity and the hope for a better future amidst challenging times.
Black rain clouds bring rain. Rain invokes peacocks. Peacocks dance and scream. The scream captures the note Shadaj. Shadaj means giving birth to six. Six are the notes in Rag Megh Malhar. Malhar marks the onset of monsoon. Monsoon brings deluge. A deluge of mellifluous tans from the maestros. The maestros performing as a duo. The duo's plaintive cries to move Parjanya. Parjanya, the rain god. The rain god gifts black rain clouds. Black rain clouds bring rain.
Dum takita tam tam, takita dim dim, dum takita tam tam, dum takita tam tam, takita dim dim, dum takita tam tam, dum takita tam tam, dum takita dim dim, tajum dum tajum, tajum dum tajum dum tajum dum tajum tagadum tatum ta, dum tajum dum tajum, tajum dum tajum nakatajum dum tajum tagadum tatum ta, dum tajum dum tajum tagadum tatum ta, nakatajum dum tajum tagadum tatum ta, tagadum tatum ta, dum tadim girnako tagadum tatum ta, dum tadim girnako tadim girnako tagadum tatum ta, dum tadim girnako tadim girnako tadim girnako tang tadim girnako tadim girnako tadim girnako tang tadim girnako tadim girnako tadim girnako tang.
सिहरी पवन बहे अब तो प्यारी चौक पर गड़ला ये बरसना
Thank you for that beautiful rendition of the myriad facets of hope. It highlights for all of us just how much we have to be grateful for. May I now request our director, Manika ma'am, to kindly address the gathering.
Namaste. Namaste. Arun Bharatram sir, Mrs. Vasvi Bharatram, Mrs. Radhika Bharatram. On this Founders, we very fondly remember our founder, Mrs. Manju Bharatram. Manju ma'am, as she was fondly called. Today, she would have been very proud of the Sri Ram School community. Yes, it is a community that has stood the test of time, a community that stayed together, a community that prayed together. Children, the Sri Ram School and your teachers have all done us proud. For the last almost 18 months, we have carried on in the true spirit of Sri. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about gratitude, because that's what we're talking about in school, in the classrooms, in the corridors, virtual corridors for now. I read a very interesting quote, and it said, it's by Bern Brown, and I quote, "What separates privilege from entitlement is gratitude." And what better time or year than during this pandemic and forced lockdown? So gratitude and thanks are those magical words and very essential qualities to have. So today, I'd like to thank, starting from the educators, to the administrators, to all the departments, all the verticals in school, be it administration, the IT who stood so tall, the human resource department, and all the teachers who've touched your lives. Thank you very much. I'd also take this opportunity to thank all our doctors, our caregivers, sanitation workers, drivers, ambulance drivers, hospital staff, grocers, delivery boys, didis, bhaiyas, our school drivers, all those bhaiyas who've been dropping books off home, so many people. I'd like to make a special mention for all those parents who stood by the school in the months of April and May, organizing so much for the school community, from oxygen cylinders to hospitals. Thank you very much, parents. You truly make the Shri fabric so rich. So as we celebrate the Founders' Day, let the magic unfold and actions speak louder than words. Over to the movie made around gratitude. Thank you so much, and happy Founders' Day to all the campuses. At Sri Ram, during the pandemic, we have healed, we have helped, we have supported, we have guided. So children, continue to carry that seed of compassion. Open your hearts and help the world.
In uncertain times like these, when the world has been turned upside down, the strongest weapon that we have left is hope. It is now we can truly admire the spirit of community and the spirit of giving, the sole reason we are able to cope. Admire the people who bravely put others before themselves and keep us going even when it gets hard, and those who support in any way that they can, whether the actions are small or large. And in the spirit of hope and the spirit of giving, there is gratitude to extend.
Today, we take this opportunity to express our gratitude to the grocery store owners, our local fruit and sabzi walas, who despite all the risks, continue to do their jobs and ensure that the community is fed.
When COVID struck, we all rushed to the grocery stores to stock up on food. Who was working tirelessly behind the counters? The food and grocery workers.
Sometimes located in danger zones of the cities, they continue to do their jobs irrespective of the hazards.
It is time for some well-deserved gratitude to the food and grocery workers who put their lives at risk to help us. Thank you, frontline heroes.
I know this pandemic has been hard on all of us,
but we would like to take a moment to show some gratitude towards all the healthcare workers out there.
Thank you, healthcare workers, for everything you do for us. You put your lives on the line to protect us from such deadly and dreadful viruses. You are the people who deserve to be acknowledged by this nation and by us.
Not all superheroes wear capes, some wear scrubs. Thank you, you guys are appreciated.
Our medical workers, the doctors, nurses, are truly heroes. It seems surreal to think they are under the threat of contracting the fatal virus. Their families at home wait for them every time they go out to work, hoping and praying that their loved ones are safe.
Whether it's the pharmacists who have been working around the clock to provide us with medicines, or the workers at the gloomy crematoriums, every single one of the people who risked their lives for us deserve to be thanked.
Without the medical frontline workers and volunteers, we would have been left with a distraught world, fragmented with the chaos of reality. Extending our gratitude shows them how much we believe in them and provides the motivation, making the world a better place.
As we stay within the comfort of our homes, and the crown of catastrophe sits atop our world, out there are soldiers, unnoticed yet unflinching, who continue to serve amidst the turmoil that has unfolded.
Thank you for all those days you put your life in play, just so that we could be safe, be comfortable. We give our thanks today and forever to all those silent, brave, and admirable. You clean, disinfect, and toil resolutely. Dire conditions, hazards, and perils are your daily plight. But you do not succumb to woe and despair, and strive and labor for our sakes, day and night.
For all your efforts, fortitude, and courage, in threats where you daily put your lives, we are indebted to you, dear sanitation soldiers. Our gratitude to you for your selfless work even during strike.
And just like that, out of the blue, came this deadly coronavirus and our lives took on a dark hue. The policemen and lab workers stretched beyond their limits, but not for a moment did that dim their spirits. The clocks of our lives were kept running smoothly as tirelessly these workers trudged on with their duties. Thank you is just not enough. For the gratitude we shall always feel towards all those who helped us stay safe and healthy.
Let us just end by saying thank you to all our helpers. You are truly the nation's heroes. Thank you for being our saviors.
There's nothing more noble in life than to save another life. Our doctors, nurses, and paramedical staff have been at this all their lives, especially during this pandemic times. In our own way, we, the students, staff, and parents of the Sri Ram School, have also been doing our bit through the immunization program, which till date have benefited nearly 10,000 people. This could not have been possible without the active support and cooperation of IIM Gurgaon, Max, Medanta, and Narayana hospitals, and also local administration. A big thank you to all of them for making us a part of this movement.
My family and I tested positive for COVID in April. While the three of us came through it, my husband had some post-COVID complications, so we had to rush him to the hospital in an emergency. I can't tell you about the care with which the senior management of the school reached out to help. They ensured that we had the best medical facilities and help from all corners. How can I forget the Sri Ram parents who rose to the occasion, especially the parent doctors in Medanta who went out of the way to help us. While that harrowing time has passed and we all have recuperated, with gratitude in my heart, I thank God for the stars that led me to the Sri Ram family.
I would like to thank the Sri family for their constant support during desperate COVID times. It's good to know that there is someone you can reach out to for help and they're always there to welcome you with open arms. It really means a lot.
Your army, with every soldier fighting for us, you're willing to use your weapons and to shield us. You are fighting to make sure we are strong. Whoa, we thank you. Going through a dark time, living through a hard
Thank you so much, Manika ma'am. Your words always serve to remind us of our ethos and the need to harness our privilege and give it back to the community.
Thank you for sharing such a deeply heartwarming video with us all. It reminds us that despite the isolation we have faced during this pandemic, none of us are truly alone. We are beyond blessed to have such a hardworking support system to help us get through the toughest of times. And in the spirit of celebrating such gratitude, we present to you a short film highlighting everything that the Sri family has done for us over the last 33 years. It is truly an honor to commemorate the legacy of our school through celebrating the values of love, compassion, and hope above all. With gratitude in our hearts, may I now request Madhur Ma'am to please deliver the vote of thanks.
Namaste to our Chairman Shri Arun Bharatram Sir, our Joint Vice Chairpersons Ms. Vasvi Bharatram and Ms. Radhika Bharatram, our Director Ms. Manika Sharma, members of the senior management team, grandparents, parents, all my colleagues, and saving the best for the last, my dear children. Wishing us all a very happy Founders' Day. The greatest adventure, they say, is what lies ahead. These words of J.R. Tolkien are perhaps the best way to commemorate our 33rd Founders' Day. Today we celebrate the vision which has been tested and endured, and we recognize that the same will always guide us. It will guide us to more adventures, to more paths to discover excellence, and to nurture children who measure their success by how much they have contributed to society and not merely by the accolades that they gather. For many of us who've been part of TSRS for a long time, this is the day we allow ourselves to feel proud about not only what we've done so far, but also excited that the opportunities are still limitless. In the last 15 months, we have discovered that pursuit of excellence lies in adapting and persisting. Sensitivity is being there for each other, and integrity has to be the backbone for any meaningful endeavor. So today, while we celebrate yet another eventful year gone by and pat ourselves on the back, we also nudge ourselves to remember that there are always new goals to set, and there are many, many more new dreams to dream and fulfill. Enjoy this moment, this feeling, but stay charged up to chase those dreams. A very happy Founders' Day to everyone. Thank you all so much for joining us for this very special celebration. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Madhur Ma'am. With that, we come to an end of today's assembly. But this is just the beginning. Get ready for a day of ad acting, spin the yarn, and family feud, and many other exciting events to celebrate the spirits of Founders' Day.